I'm going to share with you an exercise that I created that is the easiest way to figure out what area of your life you need to improve. Because often we don't know where to start or we don't know what area to get down to. So what you're going to do is you're going to get out a piece of paper and a pen and you're going to do something very simple. You're going to rate from a 1 to a 10 how you feel this area of your life is currently performing in terms of you being really happy with it. So you're going to write down S, P, H, E, R, E, S. And what that spells is spheres. 7 letters, and they each represent a different area of your life. The first S is for social. And when I say social, how happy are you currently with your social life? Your friendships, your connections, what you do on the weekends, it could be what you do during the week, who you're talking to on the phone. How happy are you with those connections? And you're gonna rate that from a 1 to 10, with 10 being, man, my social life couldn't get any better. This is exactly what I want. The P stands for personal, which personal stands for your mental health, how you're operating in the world, how your anxiety is, how your depression is, how your self-criticalness or not is. How are you currently viewing yourself and life today? And you're gonna rate it from a 1 to a 10. The H stands for health. It's how the inside of your organs are working, your blood work, your teeth, your outer appearance. How do you overall feel? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna rate it from a 0 to a 10, with 10 being you feel like your health is exceptional, maybe you're at an 8, a 7. At a 0 or a 1 would be your health, you're in crisis right now. And you need to do something immediately and you need to get right to it. So that's how you're gonna rate the difference. And you could be at a 5 where you're like, I know I'm not healthy, but I'm also not super unhealthy. The E stands for education, which I also call evolving. Too often we stop learning after we go to high school or college or whatever it is that we graduated from. The E is really important because it's how much are you learning? How much are you maximizing to make your life full of passion and interest? So you're gonna rate from a 0 to a 10. Where do you currently see yourself in evolving in your life and living your best life? The R is for relationships. Your significant other, your dating, your family, those really close interpersonal relationships, how would you rate those? 0 being they're non-existent, and I want relationships, but I just can't get them and they're non-existent, and 10 being completely fulfilled. 5 being, I got some issues with my family, maybe I need to work on that, or maybe I have some issues with my husband or my wife or my dating life. So you want to take a really honest look at this. The next E is for employment. And if you're retired, it would mean earnings. So how are you currently operating in your employment that feels like you're living your best life? 9 or 10 being, wow, this is incredible. I can't believe I'm doing this. I love everything. I can't even imagine that I get paid to do this. And at the lower end, it could be, gosh, I hate coming into work every day. I can't stand doing this. I look at the clock and I can't wait for this shift to end. So you want to take a look at that and rate that. The last part of the spheres is spiritual. How is your spiritual development? And spirituality means something different for everyone. For some people, it's their religion. For other people, it's a certain type of practice or belief system. How would you currently rate how you're doing in terms of your own spiritual development? And those are the 7 spheres of living your best life. You want to take a really honest look at them. We have your numbers out now, so you've rated your S, P, H, E, R, E, S. And now what I want you to do is look at the lowest number. So if you're being honest with yourself, you cannot have all 10s right now. You would be floating, levitating, you would have some magical power. And I always believe we always have room for improvement. And sometimes it helps even to ask those in our love life or our personal life or intimate life, Do they see that we're operating at these levels as well, so we can get some feedback around it? But you want to take that area of your life that you rated the lowest in, and that is your first part to pull apart. That is your starting point to figure out, here's the area that I need to lean into, and here's the area that I need to set some goals to. I'm going to be sharing in other YouTube videos. If you subscribe below and also click the bell, how to achieve some of those goals. So stay tuned very soon, and I'm so happy that now you've figured out what area of your life you most need to improve.